moment now we've all been waiting for. We've all heard for the greetings and the keynotes for the opening session. Now the opening remarks. As I said, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Our next speaker is one of the most influential figures of this century and the last one. The affection, admiration, and replication of his work has transcended race, cultures, and national boundaries. From head of states to CEO of large global corporates, from social change makers to artists. The simplicity yet profound impact of his philosophy has helped rewrite modern history of how humans can make this world a better place. He is one of only 7 individuals who have received the Nobel Peace Prize, the United States Presidential Medal of Freedom, and the United States Congressional Gold Medal. I have the utmost privilege of once again introducing Nobel Peace Laureate, founder of Grameen Bank, and chairman of Yunus Center, Professor Mohammad Yunus. Over to you, sir. Sir, you may have to unmute, please.
Now I can.
There you go, sir. We can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay. I was just saying that how much I'm touched by the people speaking from their heart and gathering here on this occasion, the 12th Social Business Day. When we began 12 years back, we had no idea that it will continue every year. It was just a gathering of friends after a year saying what we're doing, what have been done. It's a reporting time for each other. Listening time and getting excited about things, getting depressed about things that didn't happen. That's what the beginning of the idea of the Social Business Day. Then we repeated it next year, and we didn't realize that we'll come to all the way to 12th one. Today is the 12th one, and I'm very happy to be with all of you together. This is also, I try to remind ourselves that this is basically a family gathering. It's not something that we bring people from outside and listening to them to see what they are thinking. It's more or less we are all the family members who are attached to each other, doing things in our own way, and how we are doing, what kind of things that we're looking forward to. So as a family gathering, it's an exciting time and looking at each other. We used to have it in a physical way. We never thought we'll ever have it something virtual. It's always thought that it will be physical, either in Dhaka or it's in Munich or it's in Kuala Lumpur or wherever we found a way. But it was a physical one. Today, 30 year of pandemic, we couldn't dare to think about a physical one. But even though we could not dare to think about a physical one, there are some daring people too. These are the universities in Africa, in Benin, in Uganda, in Kenya, in Central African Republic, in Zimbabwe. They decided with the Tangaza University, Makerere University, Obama Kalabi University, and so on. They decided they will go physical. And I want to applaud, I want you to applaud them, give them a big applause for having this physical meeting today, upholding the tradition that we had. We are always a physical one, and this makes us very close to you. And I'm very grateful to you to keep that tradition alive, to have a physical meeting in all your campuses. And I send my greetings, and I owe you my visit, as you mentioned, from Uganda, the Makerere University, that I should be there and visiting you. And all these 6 universities that we have been, who have been organizing this physical gathering during all these 4 days. It's not easy job. It's quite a complicated job, connecting the physical one with the virtual one, make it a global one. As Lamia was mentioning, there are 66 countries participating in that. That's a fantastic thing. We had no idea when we started 12 years back that it will be 66 countries gathering together and discussing things, sharing things as a family. I want to thank you with a big applause for all of you, particularly all the physical campuses who are holding this 4 days of gathering. and we will learn a lot from your physical meetings, and also will continue to share with you in a virtual way globally, so we know what's happening in your campuses, and tie you up with the whole thing. So this is a family gathering and I saw the old friends coming back again, talking about what they have been doing, inspired by the social business idea, bitten by the bug, as they call it. It's bitten by the bug, and now continue to pursue that, where we want to go. So the family gathering, we want to see, exchange our thoughts, exchange our experiences, and see what stage we are in. Are we feeling frustrated? Are we feeling excited? Are we... On this particular occasion, one thing that I should share with you is a very depressing time because of the circumstances that we are in right now. When pandemic came, we thought this is an addition to whatever terrible things happening to the world, and pandemic makes it worse, and worse in a big way. And we heard and we learned how large number of people moved from above the poverty line to below the poverty line in a massive way. And that was a shocking thing. It took ages for them to come out of the poverty line and move above. And one pandemic pushed them down right away. And the whole world kind of kept watching what is happening, what's way out from this particular situation. So that was a very depressing situation, and we thought we'll find a way someday to get out of it. Today, this third year, still we have not found a way to get out of it, the pandemic thing. And many countries, including Bangladesh, is now rising again. It goes down and it rises again. So we don't know how long these waves will come and go back and rise again. But that's something on the health side. But on the economic side, people lost their job, lost their income, lost their housing, and that's where we are on the pandemic side. And then came the war, Ukrainian war. Ukrainian war globally again hit the poverty, people under poverty very hard, with the inflation, with the price level rising, with the income disappearing, job disappearing, and so on. So again, the whole thrust is on the bottom people. And we created a whole system where wealth is concentrated at the top. All the wealth goes up in the top, and the bottom is always empty, very slight touch of a little bit of wealth spread around millions and billions of people. So that's where now all the problem comes with the pandemic. So with the pandemic and the war, and already the terrible things happening to the world with the global warming, etc. So this has a kind of terrifying convergence. So this is the moment of terrifying convergence of all these terrible things happening to the world. And we don't know whether we have escape route. And when we don't see an escape route, we kept talking about something that we imagine that we must happen, we must take place. We cannot get away from that. So in the moment we are having this Social Business Day celebrations, we are at the same time at the terrifying moments that the world is going through. When we put the title that Building a New Civilization, we didn't realize that it would be such a terrifying thing happening at this time. But today, no escape route at all, except for creating a new civilization. So it is now a responsibility for us to survive. Only escape route is to create a new civilization and go in a different way. Why we have to do this? We have discussed this many times. We continue to discuss during the sessions which will be coming up. And this will be a symbolic thing will happen. The pandemic thing will come back again and again, because the pandemic kind of revealed the character of the society and the civilization that we built. And in this civilization today, I can say vaccine has become a real symbol of this civilization. All the things that went wrong, that we thought wrong, we did wrong, was a simple thing about the vaccine. And we were kind of guessing the turn of the events will happen as we go on. We are campaigning even before the vaccine was already invented, already in the process of production. Before it happened, we are saying that whenever it happens, this was in June of 2020, we are saying that whenever vaccine comes, vaccine should be made as a common good. And we are giving examples of polio vaccine, how it was declared as a common good, as a people's vaccines, and so on and so forth. Wrote appeals and made appeals to all the leaders of the world to make this vaccine as a patent-free vaccine. But that didn't happen. Nobody paid any attention despite all our appeal. Our appeal was, if you make it a patent-free, then it can be produced everywhere. People have a chance to have that. Instead of that scenario, we got the alternative scenario. We got the vaccine, we got the patent stamped, every one of them, so that nobody can touch it, nobody can do anything about it, and we hiked the price as high as you can get. Guess what happened? You know already what happened. 10 lucky countries, 10 countries, the richest countries in the world, monopolized all the vaccines. And these lucky countries are the countries where 99% of the wealth belongs to. So they are the one who, the wealth is there and their vaccines is there. They command the vaccines because vaccine is sold to the highest bidder. So highest bidder got it. They bought more than they needed, several times more than they needed. While other countries, rest of the world, minus 10 countries, suffered because they have no access. That situation has not changed. The idea, and this was encapsulated, this will go in history, this word, the vaccine apartheid is a symbol of what we have, what the civilization that we built, how wrong it was. And that the vaccine apartheid continued and people died. So people versus life, this life versus profit, this is what the situation emerged. So this is the part that we are traveling from. Moving into, and that's the time that we are saying that this civilization is out. This civilization cannot continue. This civilization has taken away the human elements from human beings. Human values are no longer considered as a part of human being in the economic structure that we built. Only thing they understand is the language of profit. No consideration of human values, human expectations, human directions of life, and so on. So this is where we are standing right now. So this Social Business Day is important because we are right in the middle of this particular moment, what we need to do. And one side, the symbol, vaccine, and the kind of world that we have built, and then we want to get away. We want to create a new world where we'll bring human values back. That's the most important thing. Human values back. We will become human being again. We will no longer be money-making robots. Today, whole world is inhabited by money-making robots. They have no human values. That's why war is possible, because robots can always have wars. Human beings cannot have wars, destroy each other, and kill each other at will. That's not the human instinct. That's not the human values that we have. Human values is about sharing, about caring, about embracing the neighbors, living together. These are the human values. So we have to build a new civilization based on human values. And that's where we're in. We are dedicated to build them piece by piece. This is what the discussion points will all be. All along this discussion that we have during this Social Business Day as to how this is being done. It's not about ideas, it's concrete examples. So we come here, all these hundreds of delegates, we are here today from 66 countries, and maybe many more in our social media through YouTube and Facebook and so on. The one thing that we want, how to create a civilization based on human values. That's where we brought in many ideas that we can bring it to. During the discussion sessions, these ideas will be discussed not as a future possibilities. These will be discussed as what we have done, even a tiny little thing. Even they say we see the ocean in a drop of water. So what we're really doing, we are seeing the whole ocean in a drop of water. But every step that we make in the direction of rediscovering ourselves, human being, these little action gives us hope, gives us a confidence, builds us, keeps us inspired that we can build that world where we can be human beings again, as a truly human beings, not kind of a artificially created robot chasing money. Greed-based civilization. Greed-based civilization has to end. It's simple as that. How it will be done? We are trying some path. We may not be the perfect one yet, but this is the path that we have to build step by step. Make those paths possible. A world which will be lived by human beings, not robots. We want to tell the civilization that will be emerging. Our children will be learning that this is a world of human beings with human values of sharing, of caring, taking care of each other, and so on. So this is the whole gist of the Social Business Day. It's not something that we make speeches to each other. We just talk to share our experience with each other. We share our experience to each other, and we inspire each other. And we see even the little sign of hope, we get excited that yes, it's possible. And there we keep reminding ourselves, nothing is impossible for human being. All we need to do is to make up our mind. So we come here, reconfirm that we believe in it, we want to do it, we want to make sure we can go towards that creation of a new civilization. That's the theme, that's what we'll discuss, what is being done, how to expand it from what is being done, what we did in the wrong way, how to correct it if we have done it the wrong way, how to improve it. We have been talking, since we have massive failure in our pandemic experience, as I said, the vaccine became the symbol of the civilization that we belong to, and we want to undo that civilization. We are talking about an undoing process. We want to create social business pharmaceutical company as a kind of a departure from the greed-based pharmaceutical company to human values-based pharmaceutical company, so that when the next generation of vaccines will come to the social business pharmaceutical companies, this will be not for making money, but for saving life. That's their commitment. Every vaccine will have a very loud message that I'm here to save you. I'm not here to make money out of you. So, and every medicine that this pharmaceutical company will produce have the same message. I'm here to save you. I want to make sure your life is safe. I'm sure you have a good life, healthy life, and everybody around you will have a healthy life. And that's the assurance that the social business pharmaceutical company will give. So this is the direction we want to make. We want to proceed and see how we can do, and we get excited about the work that we have done so far, and get inspired by the experiences that we have and move forward from that. With these words, I conclude my remarks and also welcome you to the Social Business Day and welcome you to all the sessions, very exciting sessions. Our team has worked very hard to design these sessions in a way that you can not only enjoy listening, but also get inspired to action. So do things in your own way. So we'll be listening to all this participation, discussions, dialogues, and presentations, and 3 days of exciting discussion, 3.5 days left of exciting discussions coming up from this. And welcome to the Social Business Day. And wonderful to have this great family gathering. Let's get ready for the next year. Thank you very much.